under a lot of scrutiny. We're becoming pretty powerful. And undoubtedly
We're
there are countries
supposed
that
to
see...
have 52 copies of Hard in Hightown, and we're missing all but 4.
What? Really? I have to look for copies of Hard in Hightown? Why? That just seems silly. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Cassandra wouldn't have copies of Hard in Hightown because it's not a romance. We've read this before. I found 3 copies here. We still can't... We still can't, get over here. We will eventually.
Yes?
Okay, not a whole lot going on then. So one thing that I do want to do today is, finally do this thing. Let's do it. Let's judge some people.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging, exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Sounds like just one person then. Could be more. So every once in a while, when you finish a story, you'll be placed here, or a part of the story anyway, and usually someone from what you just finished will be there to judge for you. Gosh, this loading screen is long. It shouldn't be this long. What? Are you serious? I know I have someone to judge. The game is glitching out. Damn it. Ah, Varric. I have to see Varric about Cassandra.
Need something?
Cassandra's waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I was hoping to give it to Cassandra as a gift.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel. Even the Seeker doesn't deserve that. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Ha. Ah, here we go.
Better completed work of
but good.
whatever they used to
Stop
call it.
losing at least.
So those things that I pick up, what are they called? Anyway, yeah, they're like this. They get hung up in the hall.
Stone Mat, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Ah,
Stone Mat, Inquisitor.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
why do you have to stand right there and block my way? And we have... Huh. Who's that supposed to be? Oh. That's just the table. Okay, the war table. Hey, Mother Giselle, I have an inkling you have something for me.
Herald of Andraste.
Can you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are our forces at Skyhold doing?
Still in shock, for the most part. To see Haven destroyed so soon after the Conclave. You saved many, but still lives were lost. And traveling through the wilderness did not make treating injuries easier. For all that, though, more people arrive every day. Some are refugees, but others want to help. Your Inquisition is growing. I pray you use it wisely.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance. People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something worse, but they are terrified. More than that I cannot say. It is a chaotic time for all in Olay and Ferelden.
Farewell, revered mother.
Until next time.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of our supplies?
We are well supplied, and I foresee only better to come.
Are there others who could come to Skyhold?
They are helping now. I have contacted many of our finest, and their influence is not inconsequential. They are not, shall we say, prone to take the field, but we will be well supplied.
I take it you're a city elf, not Dalish?
It's not a useful identifier.
I am an elf. I was raised away from the Dalish. No, I do not know their customs. Perhaps that wasn't immediately obvious. It's of little concern. I have skill enough to be evaluated by what I can do. My associates appreciate my work.
Okay.
Where did you receive your training?
I studied with Adan after he left the service of the King of Ferelden. Well, when the king was no longer there to serve. Our College of Associates tends to meet informally. I've since been fortunate enough to serve various heads of state. They are all as good as another, truth be told. My skills and contacts are better suited to more imminent need.
As you were.
Of course, Inquisitor.
I have no idea who this is supposed to be or where she came from. Who are you talking to? Can't go through there. A lot of people from Orlais here.
Lost 3 shipments. It's still rough out there.
We'll get him back. We're backing the winner.
You always say that.
Who do you think makes it happen?
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montiliers' fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
I had no idea your family's situation was so precarious.
Hardly anyone outside the family does. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
You're not actually poor. No, she's not, but she could be.
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Were the murderers targeting the Inquisition?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
So, this is a storyline that I've encountered before, but I never got to finish it. And I'm really not quite sure. The game may have glitched. I hope it doesn't glitch this time around.
A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may win you a few admirers.
Why don't we counter these falsehoods by starting rumors of our own?
A whisper campaign. It would show those in the know we have some subtlety at our command.
Mm-hmm.
A pleasure.
I think I've already asked these questions.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye. Yes?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Gently.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You may see the Countess Lutetia in the halls. A lovely woman, but her conversations tend towards the unusual. She's the patron of Orlay's greatest naturalists. The Countess's particular passion is collecting butterflies.
That doesn't sound unusual.
She goes into great detail about preserving them. It seems to involve large amounts of chemicals and pins. Yes?
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
I've already asked these.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Is that it? I think. Oh, you know what? Before I go anywhere, or go to the table at least, I want. Here we go. See, I want, I'm taking other people up with me instead of Iron Bull. I was gonna take Cassandra, but maybe instead of her I'll take Blackwall since we're meeting, a warden next. Looks like I've accidentally sold all of our bows. Maybe I won't take Sarah then. Dorian, Vivian. Yeah, she doesn't have. It's pretty low level, so Dorian, I have to take that and that. I really appreciate you, bud. Vivian. Oh, you know, now that I think about it, I was thinking about doing an all-girls team with Sarah and everything, but like that won't. Really? I don't have better reinforced enchanter armor. Level 13. Level 12. Ah. Yeah, it won't even let me click on that now. Let's go to the Undercroft, see if we can't make more weapons and armor. Armor's the best.
A forge like this, who needs the view?
The view is pretty amazing. That hat is peculiar. Well, even the low armor rating is already better than plaid weave. So ugly. There. Much better.